I actually really respect this about Mike Tomlin. He does it time and time again, and when it comes to the regular season, it's a funny pattern with the Steelers. So every time you think that they're about to go on a very long losing streak, this is just the start of everything bad. It's going to be 3 straight, then it's going to be 4 straight versus a very good team in the Chargers. Then the Steelers respond in some weird way where it's like, all right, all of a sudden they have like 6 turnovers in a game. Again, it always happens with Mike Tomlin teams where you think that they're going to go above and beyond and be an undefeated team, and then they crash down. Or you think that they're going to get absolutely destroyed for weeks on end, and then they pop out with a performance like they did versus the Colts. And at the start of the week, I was like, yeah, the Steelers are probably going to get crushed by the Colts. But Saturday, the day before, I posted a video saying, wait, hold on, this is the Steelers. We know how they operate. In fact, I think there's a large group of Steelers fans who make money gambling because they know the weird and particular ways this team works. Like, they were the underdogs going in versus the Colts. But part of me is just like, I should really put $50 on the Steelers just because some way, somehow, they're going to win this game. Now, it's only a regular season game, don't get me wrong, because when the playoffs start, things get real. Obviously, less flukes happen and more the true colors of a team show out, and that's why the Steelers have been getting booted for like a decade now. And over that, if we're considering the fact that they've really only beat teams that aren't that impressive to beat, like Alex Smith, Matt Moore. Okay. Anyway, not the point. The point is the Steelers always do this thing of Mike Tomlin responding in the middle of the year or coming out with a big win, even if they're not in this situation where they're pinned up against the wall. Like last year, they had a great win versus the team that went to the NFC Championship game in the Washington Commanders, and then that was their peak. And this is actually the other half of winning a game like this that most people don't talk about. J.J. Watt said it best. The Steelers, yes, they had a great game, but they have to find a way to continue this moving forward because it's a marathon, it's not a sprint. 17-game season. The Steelers have a history of winning that big game in the regular season. You know, people didn't think they would win. Maybe they're the underdogs. And then past that, things just start to go downhill, and it just all tanks from there. And I hope this isn't that game. I hope that they can continue doing this moving forward. But with the Steelers' past, their history, you know, you just never are able to tell. So maybe this was that game. Maybe it'll happen later. Maybe it doesn't happen this season at all. But you can't ride high on one game like this, even though brilliant performance, Keanu Benton, beautiful move, tons of great things. Darnell Washington got his. I love the way they used him. So again, bunch of positive stuff, but we have to be aware of these moments and the Steelers' patterns because we recognize them. They were riding high going into the Bengals game. All right, you got a chance to really break out and put your stamp on the AFC North, and then you saw what happened. So just trying to be as real as possible with the Steelers fan base because they are facing the Chargers next week. So well-coached team, Justin Herbert, great quarterback. We'll see what happens. But let me know what you guys think about the Steelers' performance and what they're going to be able to do moving forward. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. That is it for me on this one. Peace.